Alright, so today I'm gonna try and read The House on Mango Street. Just gonna set up the live stream real quick. Oh, of course, it took me to someone else. I somehow just got out of my own stream onto someone else's. I don't care. Content. Doing this all on YouTube Studio right now, so live. Oh crap, it's not. I'm gonna have to do it from YouTube, aren't I? I have the book somewhere right here. I'm about to read it. Why didn't it give me the option though? Alright, for some reason it's not letting me do anything, so today I'm reading The House on Mango Street. I guess I'm gonna have to flip my phone this way so you can hear me better. So, The House on Mango Street, this is the 25th anniversary edition by Sandra. I can't read that name. Cisneros? I don't know. I'm about to figure out how to.
Sandra Cisneros.
Cisneros, close enough. So, I read this back when I was in middle school, early middle school, something like that. Around probably like between 8th and 9th grade before the pandemic. So, I didn't get to finish it, but I did finish it when I bought the book a few years back. So let's start. It says, acclaim for The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. The House on Mango Street is yeah, I'm not going to read that. I can't read most words. House on Mango Street. So just about her. Hold on. We get to the actual book. Oh, whoops. I almost dropped it. Let's see. Introduction, where's chapter 1? Here we go. The House on Mango Street. We didn't always live on Mango Street. Before that, we lived on Loomis. Oh, crap. We didn't always live on Mango Street. Before that, we lived on Loomis on the 3rd floor. And before that, we lived on Keeler. Before Keeler, it was Paulina. Before that, I can't remember. But what I remember most is moving a lot. Each time it seemed there'd be one more of us. By the time we got to Mango Street, we were 6: Mama, Papa, Carlos, Kiki, my sister Nenny, and me. Sorry, I can't really look at the chat. I have it like next to me on my bed. The house on Mango Street is ours, and we don't have to pay rent to anybody or share the yard with the people downstairs. Or be careful not to make too much noise, and there isn't a landlord banging on the ceiling with a broom. But even so, it's not the house we thought we'd get. We had to leave the flat on Loomis quick. The water pipes broke, and the landlord wouldn't fix them because the house was too old. We had to leave fast. We were using the washroom next door and carrying water over in empty milk gallons. That's why Mama and Papa looked for a house. And that's why we moved into the house on Mango Street, far away on the other side of town. They always told us that one day we would move into a house, a real house, that would be ours for always, so we wouldn't have to move each year. Hold on. I'm gonna get into a more comfortable spot so I can read better. All right, there we go. I'm not sure if anyone could hear me. Let's see. I'm gonna climb more on my bed. All right. I have the window open so I can get light and fresh air. They always told us that one day we would move into a house, a real house, okay, move each year, and our house would be have running water and pipes that worked, and inside it would have real stairs, not hallway stairs, but stairs inside the house, inside like the houses on TV, and we'd have a basement and at least 3 washrooms, so when we took a bath, we wouldn't have to tell anyone or everybody. Our house would be white with trees around it, a great big yard, and grass growing without a fence. This was the house Papa talked about when he held a lottery ticket, and this was the house Mama dreamed up. But the house on Mango Street is not the way they told it at all. It's a small and red with tight steps in the front and windows so small you think they were holding their breath. Oh, whoops. I'm not used to because my phone keeps telling me to rotate it. Yeah, it's like I have it on vertical. Uh, let's see. Bricks are crumbling in places, and the front door is so swollen you have to push hard to get in. There is no front yard, only 4 little elms the street planted on the curb. Out back is a small garage for the car we don't own yet, and a small yard that looks smaller between the 2 buildings on either side. There are stairs in our house, but they're ordinary hallway stairs. And the house has only 1 washroom. Everyone has to share a bedroom. Mama, Papa, Carlos, and Kiki, me, and Nenny. It says, once we were living on Loomis, a nun from my school passed by and saw me playing out front. The laundromat had been boarded up because it had been robbed 2 days before. The owner had painted on the wood. Yes, we're open, so as to not lose business. Where do you live? She asked. There, I said, pointing up to the 3rd floor. You live there? There. I had to look where she pointed. The 3rd floor, the paint peeling wooden bars Papa had nailed on the window so we wouldn't fall out. You live there? The way she said it made me feel nothing. There. I live there, I nodded. I knew then I had to have a house, a real house, one I could point to, but this isn't it. The house on Mango Street isn't it. For the time being, Mama says. Temporary, Papa says. But I know how those things go. Oh, God. This chapter is called Hairs. It says, everybody in our family has different hair. My papa's hair is like a broom, always up in the air. And me, my hair is lazy. It never obeys braids or bands. Carlos' hair is thick and straight. He doesn't need to comb it. Nenny's hair is slippery and slides out of your hand. And Kiki, who is the youngest, has hair like fur. But my mother's hair, like little rosettes, like little candy circles, all curly and pretty because she pinned it in pin curls all day. Sweet to put your nose into it when she is holding you and you feel safe. Is the warm smell of bread before you bake it. Is the smell when she makes room for you on the side of the bed still warm with her skin and you sleep near her. The rain outside falling and Papa snoring. The rain and Mama's hair that smells like bread. Boys and girls. The boys and girls live in separate worlds. The boys in their universe and we in ours. My brothers, for example, they got plenty to say to me and Nenny inside the house, but outside they can't be seen talking to girls. Carlos and Kiki are each other's best friends, not ours. Nenny is too young to be my friend. She's just my sister. And that was not my fault. You don't pick your sisters, you just get them. And sometimes they come like Nenny. She can't play with any of those Vargas kids, or she'll turn out just like them. And since she comes right after me, she is my responsibility. Someday, I will have a best friend of my own, one I can tell my secrets to, one that who will understand my jokes without my having to explain them red, until I am a red balloon, a balloon tied to an anchor. Right? My name. In English, my name means hope. In Spanish, it means too many letters. It means sadness. It means waiting. It is like the number nine, a muddy color. It is the Mexican records my father plays on Sunday mornings when he is shaving. Songs like Sobbing. It was my great grandmother's name, and now it is mine. She is a horse woman too, born like me in the Chinese New Year of the horse, which is supposed to be bad luck if you're born a female. But I think this is a Chinese lie because the Chinese, like the Mexican, don't like their women strong. Wow, that is okay. My great grandmother, I would have liked to have known her. A wild horse of a woman, so wild she wouldn't marry until my great grandfather threw a sack over her head and carried her off. Just like that, as if she were a fancy chandelier. That's the way he did it. And the story goes she never forgave him. She looked out the window her whole life, the way many women sit their sadness on an elbow. I wonder if she made the best with what she got, or was she sorry because she couldn't be all the things she wanted to be? Esperanza. I inherited her name, but I don't want to inherit her place by the window. At school, they say my name funny, as if the syllables were made out of tin and hurt the roof of your mouth. But in Spanish, my name is made out of a softer something, like silver, not quite as thick as my sister's name, Magdalena. Magdalena? What the kind of name is that? Which is uglier than mine. Magdalena, who at least can come home and become Nenny, but I'm always Esperanza. I would like to baptize myself under a new name, a name more like the real me, the nobody see, the one nobody sees, Esperanza or Lisandra, Marticia, Zizi with X, yes, something like Zizi the X will do. All right. Kathy, Queen of Cats. She says I am the great grandcousin of the Queen of France. She lives upstairs over there next door to Joe the baby grabber. What? The baby grabber? Keep him away, she says. He is full of danger. Benny and Blanca own the corner store. They're okay except don't lean on the candy counter. Two girls, raggedy as rats, live across the street. You don't want to know them. Edna is the lady who owns the building next to you. She used to own a building as big as a whale, but her brother sold it. Their mother said, no, no, don't ever sell it. I won't. And then she closed her eyes and he sold it. Alicia is stuck up. Ever since she went to college, she used to like me, but now she doesn't. Kathy, who is the queen of cats, has cats and cats and cats and cats. Baby cats, big cats, skinny cats, sick cats. Cats asleep like little donuts. Cats on top of the refrigerator. Cats taking a walk on the dinner table. Her house is like cat heaven. You want a friend, she says? Okay, I'll be your friend, but only till next Tuesday. That's when we move away. Got to. Then, as if she forgot, I just moved in. She says the neighborhood is getting bad. Kathy's father will have to fly to France one day and find her great distant grand cousin on her father's side and inherit the family house. How do I know this is so? She told me so. In the meantime, they'll just have to move a little farther north from Mango Street. A little farther away every time people like us keep moving in. Hold on, I'm gonna add something to the stream, like a comment. So, all right, the next chapter. Thankfully, these chapters are short because they're like fun to read. I can finish this book in like probably like an hour and a half. It's only like 110 pages from the actual story. So it starts at page 6. No, it starts on page 3 and ends on 110. So it's 107 pages. So it's not that bad. And I just accidentally lost the page. Oh, there. Oh no. Cats. Here we go. Our good day. If you give me $5, I will be your friend forever. That's what the little one tells me. $5 is cheap, since I don't have any friends except Kathy, who is my only friend till Tuesday. $5, $5. She's trying to get someone to chip in so they can buy a bicycle from this kid named Tito. They already have $10, and all they need is 5 more. Only $5, she says. Don't talk to them, says Kathy. Can't you see they smell like a broom? But I like them. Their clothes are crooked and old. They're wearing shiny Sunday shoes without socks. It makes their bald ankles all red, but I like them. Especially the big one who laughs with all her teeth. I like her even though she lets the little one do all the talking. $5, the little one says. Only 5. Kathy is tugging my arm, and I know whatever I do next will make her mad forever. Wait a minute, I say, and run inside and get $5. I have $3 saved up, and I take 2 of Nenny's. She's not home, but I'm sure she'll be glad when she finds out we own a bike. That's not how it works, though. When I get back, Kathy is gone like I knew she would be. But I don't care. I have 2 new friends and a bike. My name is Lucy, the big one says. This here is Rachel, my sister. I'm her sister, says Rachel. Who are you? And I wish my name was Cassandra, Alexis, or Maritia. But anything but Esperanza, says. But when I tell them my name, they don't laugh. We come from Texas, Lucy says and grins. Her was born here. But me, I'm Texas. You mean she? I say, no, I'm from Texas and doesn't get it. The bike is 3-way hours, says Rachel, who is thinking ahead already. Mine today, Lucy's tomorrow, and yours day after. But everybody wants to ride it today because the bike is new, so we decided to take turns after tomorrow. Today it belongs to all of us. I don't tell them about Nenny just yet. It's too complicated especially since Rachel almost put out Lucy's eye about who was gonna get to ride it first, but finally we agreed to ride it together. Why not? Lucy has long legs, she pedals, I sit on the back seat, and Rachel is skinny enough to get up on the handlebars, which makes the bike all wobbly as if the wheels are spaghetti. But after a bit you get used to it. We ride fast and faster past my house, sad and red and crumbly in places, past Mr. Benny's grocery on the corner, and down the avenue, which is dangerous, laundromat, junk store, drugstore, windows and cars and more cars, and around the block back to Mango. People on the bus wave. A very fat lady crossing the street says, "You got quite a load there." Rachel shouts, "Damn." Seeing someone is crazy. You got a quite a says Rachel shouts, "You got quite a load there too." She says very sassy. Down Mango Street we go. Rachel, Lucy, me, our new bicycle, laughing the crooked ride back. Laughter. Nenny and I don't look like sisters. Not right away. Not the way you can tell with Rachel and Lucy, who have the same fat popsicle lips like everyone else in their family. But me and Nenny, we're more alike than you think you would know. Our laughter, for example. Not the shy ice cream bells giggle of Rachel and Lucy's family, but all of a sudden and surprised, like pile of dishes breaking and other things I can't explain. One day we're passing a house that that looked in my mind like the houses I've seen in Mexico. I don't know why. There was nothing about the house that looked exactly like the houses I remembered. I'm not even sure why I thought it, but it seemed to feel right. Look at that house, I said. It looks like Mexico. Rachel and Lucy look at me like I'm crazy. But before they can laugh, then he says, "Yes, that's Mexico, all right." That's exactly what I was thinking. All right, I think I'm going to end the stream right now. I have things to do. I'm going to put a bookmark on my book and I'm going to sit the book somewhere. All right. Goodbye. How do I end this thing? Yes.